I said, are you ready? You are listening to Voice of the Fans Sportscast, brought to you by none other than the voices of the fans. Discussing football, basketball, news, trending topics. The one-stop shop for all things sports. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Hosted by none other than Ben Swift Reynolds, Taylor Gatwood, and Tyler Wright. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast. Voice of the Fans Sportscast.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Voice of the Fans Sportscast. I'm your host, your one and only, Ben Swift Reynolds. We have RC, Professor Flowers, T. Wright. What's up, gang?
TGIF, gentlemen.
Yes, indeed. I was kind of
No, ain't gonna last
whole
long.
day. Man, I was so ready to get this day over with. You know, it's just been a long week for me. I'm just put it like that. And I couldn't wait till Friday to get here. Went to go see a client on my off day. Make it to his office. That man not even there. He told me to be there at 9 o'clock to talk about contracts. Man, I messed up.
Left you hanging?
Man, he left me hanging on my off day. I got up early. Put on my work uniform. Not really. I put on half my work uniform. Drove to the man's office with my own gas.
Wow.
Dude left me hanging. They didn't show up. All right, okay.
We'll have a conversation about that off the pod. I can't say what I want to say.
I want to say it too.
All right, bro. Ain't there some stuff? So yeah, I'm ready for today, man. I need it all.
Yep.
So, man, this is the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. You know, to be the playoffs, we still hearing off-season moves, firings, quarterback, carousel going on. But I just want to dive into the NFL divisional round first. Well, let's do this. So I got this idea from Pro Football Focus. They was ranking the quarterbacks in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder what's y'all rankings right now for the quarterbacks in the playoffs? If I can pull up the list for you, if y'all can't remember the names or whatever. But
I know who they is.
You know. So I'll let Flowers go first. I want to hear your rankings of the quarterbacks.
Go first.
Where they stand.
Let's see here. I got Mahomes 1, Burrow 2.
Yep.
Give me Josh Allen at 3.
Yep.
Give me Dak at 4.
I like that.
Wow. Okay.
Give me Jalen Hurts. No. Give me Trevor Lawrence 5.
I like that.
Give me Hurts 6 just because he's hurt, and give me Brock 7 because he's young.
He's young. I like that.
Am I missing somebody?
Daniel Jones.
The last.
Oh, you got Daniel Jones last after that performance?
It was against the Vikings, man. Come on, man. It was the Vikings.
31st ranked defense in the National Football League is against the Vikings.
He's thrown for 300 yards 2 times this year against the Vikings.
Yeah. But he put on the clinic. I mean, how many rushing yards did he have?
That's fine. About 70. I mean, that's fine. But it was against a defense that,
I see RC agreeing with Burrow over Allen. I mean, Burrow just looked as bad as Allen, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the only thing.
I mean,
Burrow's more accurate.
Turnover.
Burrow's he don't have an offensive line. Josh Allen do.
I mean, that's true.
Burrow's more accurate.
But still, though,
I take accuracy any day of the week, man. You had Drew Brees for a long time. I'm quite sure you appreciate accuracy.
Yeah, I do. But I just the dynamics of Josh Allen, what he brings to the table, I feel like that it trumps even accuracy sometimes. That trump what he get. He's a playmaker.
He's a
And
big
he just
Brett Favre.
We make this mistake. Well, not all of us, but I mean, I think I've been alive enough to be able to say this that athleticism is fine, but I'm taking intangibles over athleticism.
I got a question.
Accuracy. What's up?
So you like Josh Allen?
oh yeah, before
But you
you
don't
came
like-
to the pod, RC, before I was high on Josh Allen. I don't know Tyler.
I like him too.
you
I
remember
like him
that?
too. I like him too. But you like Josh Allen, but
Mhm.
you don't like Cam Newton.
Totally
That's a
two
good
different
point.
people. Totally. Two
No,
different
they're the same people.
Cam always gets high. Josh Allen don't miss high. Josh Allen just make reckless throws. That's
What?
different.
Explain his turnovers.
Allen looks great with Stephon Diggs. You know, the Knox kid, Gabriel, they got weapons. I'm talking about Cam never had
Steve Smith.
Trayvon Diggs. Come on, man. Stop.
Yeah, Steve Smith for what, 2 years? Come on, man. A year?
Like you
Come
cannot.
on, man.
It's not even right to even compare Cam Newton to Allen.
What?
What?
The same thing.
It's
The
not.
league-
I don't see them
but see-
as the same player.
But see, this is where I got to get you at. The league was frowned upon what Cam was doing and others like Cam, and now they glorifying it. It's great to be a dual threat quarterback.
Let me
That
tell you
is
why,
true.
RC. Because on one hand, we have a person who has accountability. On the other hand, we have somebody that's pout and cry when things don't go their way. So you have
Man,
two
stop
different.
that, man.
Yeah, you
That's
know it.
personal.
I can't roll with that one, man. I ain't gonna
Cam
lie.
Newton
personal.
games. I
personal.
love to watch Cam Newton because it's so
That's
funny when the dude messes up and loses. He had like it's everybody's fault except for
Who that
his.
sound like?
Nobody
Who that
wants
sound like?
Superman, but when
That
he
sound
turn
like
the ball,
two of the
that's his
greatest
kryptonite.
quarterbacks to ever play. It sound like two of the greatest quarterbacks to ever play. It sound like Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. But we
Tom
do
Brady
not
don't act like Cam. Tom Brady
Oh
don't.
my God.
Cam Brady separate. Cam
Bro, Tom be
separate
on the
himself.
sideline throwing stuff, bro.
No, okay, I can deal
Cussing
with throwing
coaches
stuff.
out, everything
But,
else.
Cussing his play,
Hold on.
yeah.
I can deal with somebody throwing something. That's fine.
Oh my
Everybody
God.
throws stuff.
And cussing
But
the coaches
I
out,
can't-
arguing with the
I
coaches.
can't-
That's fine.
I can't remember Cam ever going to nobody cussing him out
You
on,
know
on
why?
the sideline.
You know why,
Coaches,
Tyler?
getting
You
coaches
know why?
fired.
You know,
Why is
you
that?
want to know why?
Come on
he
now.
sulks. That's
Ooh.
why. He's like, you know what I'm saying? He's mad, so he goes sulk. You know what I'm
At
saying?
himself.
He's sulking his self pity.
Ben, you
Bro, let me
sound
help you
worse
out.
than the people that killed T.O. back in the day.
I love
Bro,
T.O. No,
Bro,
T.O.
let me help
misunderstood,
you
but
out.
Cam Newton's a deep.
Let me help
Cam
you out.
Newton's a different type of diva, right?
When I talk about the Cowboys later, and I talk about the Seahawks, whenever I talk about them again, and I talk about the teams that we played over the years, I gotta be unbiased. I gotta take my feelings out of it.
Mm.
You're gonna be surprised what I said about the Cowboys. You gotta take your feelings out of your division and see it accurately for what it is, because
Like
that's all
Cam
it is.
Newton
It's just
for me, like this is how serious it is. This is how serious it is.
he don't like
Cam
it.
Newton, his personality, his antics, his behavior. I kind of almost dislike him more than LeBron. Like,
Wait,
is that
Ben,
freaking
that sounds like
bad.
a personal thing, though.
No, it's not. It's not. It just,
You just brought up his personality, though.
because he cries. Did you not see when he threw that interception in the playoff game? Well, I forgot what game it was. I think it was against Saints. That dude put the towel over his head, sat at the end of the bench, away from everybody. You want your quarterback?
Ben,
who's
wait,
the
Ben,
leader of your
wait,
team,
Ben,
the
hold
leader
on,
of
wait,
your
wait,
team
wait.
doing that.
I get what you're saying, but are you taking in consideration that he put that towel over his head because he cost the team and he was upset at himself?
Or he was just crying. He don't want to see people looking at his tears. Like either one.
Oh, this sounds like a personal hate. I hate Cam Newton.
Nah, I'm just calling it what I see. Man.
Come on, man. I mean, because we take these players' emotion. Well, not all of us, but a lot of
That's
these
too
media people
emotional.
take these players' emotions and try to judge them off of their emotions at that time. When all I see is passion. Like I've never heard Cam Newton teammates talk bad about him. I've never heard anybody ever talk bad about Cam
Kevin
Newton. I've heard
Benjamin.
nothing but good things. The one person that got traded
let me
and
ask
act like he
y'all
was his
something.
dog and then gets somewhere and want to act different. But Cam handled that situation well. He handled that situation well.
It was a quarterback that people questioned. I came here, it was a couple years ago. They questioned his ability to win because of his attitude. He was so emotional. They say
But
emotional
I'm
quarterback.
gonna say this. bro, and I would love to get to my rankings. Can y'all really tell me another quarterback that took a team to the playoffs, took a franchise to the
No.
playoffs, that didn't have a number one receiver?
That man gave his
yeah,
body.
Kerry Collins.
He had a money tumor. Stop playing.
Hold on.
Okay,
hold on.
what about
No.
on the other side?
Hold on,
On the other side.
Hold on. Okay. I'll give you that.
Who did?
I'll give you that. He said a money tumor. But that's not quite what I was looking for. Flowers. He went way back. You see how far 2001?
He tried.
But
he tried, did he, see?
Yeah, think about this. Think about this for a minute, Ben, and we get on to the next thing because your boy gonna be mad with us if we go over.
Yeah.
How do you overlook what he did in his MVP year? It's probably more impressive than any quarterback. I'm talking about in the last 10, 20 years. He didn't have a Rob Gronkowski. He didn't have a great tight end. You know, Olsen was okay. He's not.
Is Olsen going to the Hall of Fame?
No. Hell no. He going to the hallway across from the Hall of Fame. That's out the door. He's not going to no Hall of Fame. No, he's not the best tight end that ever come out of Miami. If you'd have said Kellen Winslow was better than him.
Was Greg Olsen the best tight end in the league at that time?
Yeah, well, he was top 3, top 2.
Okay, we'll talk about that another time.
Yeah, we will. But anyway,
he had no choice to be. The ball was hitting him in the back of the head. He was the only one out there.
All right, RC, let's hear your rankings then, your quarterbacks.
Okay.
Last.
Mahomes got it. Who?
I said Party Bear be last.
Okay. Mahomes gonna be number one. Mahomes number one.
Okay.
Burrow's number 2 because Burrow was in the Super Bowl last year, so I put Burrow number 2. Josh Allen's number 3. I'm gonna go. Gotta go. Dak. This is where it gets tough for me, man. 'Cause all the rest of them are unproven.
Yeah.
So
I'll throw Jalen after Dak.
No.
You got to. He was in a conversation for MVP race. I mean,
he's hurt right now too.
He didn't have to do a lot.
No, but he hasn't.
He's hurt, but he's still.
Dak's body of work. Dak's body of work over the last. I've seen Dak more than I've seen Jalen Hurts produce. Dak is more proven, but Purdy will be last. That's what he liked to be at. I got to put him down there because that's where he liked to be at. You see what I'm saying? You're watching something you ain't never seen before. So, Mr. Irrelevant, you number 7. But that's not a bad spot for him. He liked that.
Daniel Jones or Brock Purdy. See, which one? At your last spot, Brock Purdy or Daniel Jones?
Oh, it's Brock Purdy for me. The way you give me Daniel Jones. Okay. Daniel Jones to me
man.
is he looks good and he plays. He don't have any.
I think Daniel Jones can do the same thing. I think Daniel Jones can do the same thing.
Dable is covering up Daniel Jones.
No, because you know why? Like, for real, name the weapons Daniel Jones ever had in his entire career.
You got Brian Dable.
Yeah, he putting up a perfect scheme, but look, he throwing to Richie James and the other kid that finally showed out the last game.
Hopkins, what his name was? Hoskins.
I can't.
He's not playing with a lot of good players.
The difference, though, from last year to this year is his turnovers. That's the only difference.
They're making it easy for him.
Hodges.
Bro.
Bro. Yeah, he protected the ball because it's the scheme. They put him in the right thing.
That's a good point you made with Daniel Jones and Brock Purdy. Because I think Daniel Jones could do what Brock Purdy's doing in our offense. It'd probably be scarier. Because
he can run.
But I think Purdy can run. It's just measurable.
His name not White Vic though.
Who called him White Vic?
Only Ben.
You never heard that, man?
Nope.
I seen it.
Yeah, that's White Vic, man.
He tripped on his feet on a wide open field. He does not deserve the name Vic on him. Never.
Hey, come on.
He tripped. wide open field. The
So
ghost
y'all not
tripped him.
Flowers. You not down
He
with
is
white
Daniel
Vic.
Jones. He is athletic. He is not White Vic. He is Daniel Jones.
So he ain't outrun the whole Eagle defense on that play.
And failed. He failed. Yes, he did, but he failed.
He was so happy.
failed.
He didn't know what was going on.
Bro.
Oh, snap.
Michael Vick is not going to fall in that instance right there.
And that's why he's a white Vic.
But I got a question. Though.
Yeah.
So those last couple quarterbacks all are similar. Even Dak, Daniel Jones, Jalen Hurts, Brock Purdy.
Trevor.
They're all just alike. Trevor Lawrence is different than them. Trevor Lawrence is a better talent. His career is going to be much better than those guys. But I think the difference between all those guys is the coach. Like, I think Purdy has unlimited weapons compared to the other guys. I think all those guys can play in Kyle Shanahan's offense and thrive. So Purdy has to be last. Ain't no way I'm putting him in up above those guys.
Yeah, cause I rank him like that because of Daniel Jones.
But you gotta take that white Vic back. Like,
I mean, I ain't down with it. Other people call
You
him
acting
on
like
social media.
well, I've never heard that. I watch a lot of TV. Who say the skill?
Nah, people on social media like Bleacher Report. What's the other one?
They bleached the wrong thing.
Nah, they call him White Vic for real.
I'm gonna have to report. I'm gonna have to file an issue.
Hey, we need to jump on that train, especially if the Giants beat the Eagles. We need to hurry on crank out the White Vic shirts.
Ooh, I don't know if that's gonna happen, Benny B.
I know, but I'm saying if it does,
Catch me in
we
a
gotta
white
jump
Vic
on that.
shirt.
We gotta jump on that money train first with the White Vic shirt.
Look, the only white person I'm wearing is white chocolate. That's it.
I hear that. So Tyler, let me hear your rankings.
I'm going Mahomes, Burrow, Allen, Dak, Jalen,
Right.
Lawrence, Jones, Purdy.
I can dig that. I feel like Jones and Lawrence are interchangeable.
It was hard for me to put. I wanted to
what?
put.
Go ahead, T.
Oh, what are you saying?
I wanted to put. It was hard for me between Lawrence and Jalen because Jalen played one playoff game so far, right?
That's versus Tampa.
Yeah, and Trevor Lawrence won. He
didn't go well.
Right. That he ain't supposed to win.
But that's what I thought too. He threw 4 picks and he had a lot of help, so I put him after.
A lot of help. Staley sold.
Come on.
Okay,
you said you would switch Jones and Trevor Lawrence. I just want to make sure I heard that right.
I said they're interchangeable. Yeah, because I feel like they're not world beaters, but you know what I'm saying, they can put points on board if you underestimate them a little bit. So that's the way I'm going. That's why I say
I got to give Daniel Jones his props. He has the less of all the teams left. Like, you don't have any really just straight up dogs that's going to scare you.
But they're going to be.
But different OCs too, and different head coaches. So
I've seen other quarterbacks go through the same things. You gotta remember that now. I'm just being fair.
But you
want stability though. That quarterback.
You love Daniel Jones and you praise Daniel Jones for his playing with nothingness, and you hate Cam Newton. I just don't understand.
I don't get it.
Because, like I said, one don't cry like a big baby, and the other one just go about his business like a man.
Right,
and he don't wear his mama clothes. That's nuts. So,
but you ain't got to date. You ain't got to date him. You're not trying to date him. You're not trying to be in his circle. You're right. But you're not trying to be in his circle. But as a starting quarterback of the National Football League, he was one of the best. He was really
good. That's why it's an unbiased opinion, because I'm not trying to do all this other stuff.
I'm gonna buy you one of them hats and send it to you.
Nah, you did give the lazy church that hats back. You need to start rating that closet.
You wear it on Easter Sunday with the lazy church.
I guess that's Easter Sunday for Cam every day.
Make sure you kick it.
And how many bracelets do the dude need on his arm?
Ben, this sounding too personal.
You got like 50 armrest bracelets. Y'all know them sparkling bracelets girls be wearing?
That man
They come
crazy.
in different colors, red, gold, blue.
Them
You
silly
can buy them in
bands,
a
bro.
pack. You can buy them in 5-pack. You know what I'm saying?
Talking about them silly bands.
Yeah.
Yeah. He
He
got
really
so many on his wrist though. I think he got one that say, "What did Jesus do?" Because he got what would Jesus do? It's like I'm like, dog, you got a lot of bands. Go on, bro. I ain't trying to talk about it, man.
Hello.
Come on, man.
Hey,
Go.
it'd be like
He just
SpongeBob.
sucked in on He
It'd
just
be
sucked
I
like
in.
on
seen it,
SpongeBob. That dude put on bands, still put on
bro.
bands 1 hour
I've
later.
seen that down.
He just
I've
flying
seen that.
on
He got a
bands.
lot of bands on his wrist.
Like, come on, bro. Like, you need all that. But anyway, let's go on into your games. The Jaguars travel to Kansas City to play against the Chiefs. Trevor Lawrence and company got a tough battle ahead. RC, what do the Jaguars need to do right off the bat?
They might should have drove up there. You know, made it a road trip and enjoy each other's company because it's the last time they're gonna be together. You hear me? This is it. This is rap. Stop it, Bucky. Get you some. I'm talking about get you a slushy and just sing on the trip. Cause this is the last time y'all gonna be together. It's a wrap. This it. It's over.
Take some pictures.
It's over. Especially when Mahomes will come out that ring around the roses. I don't know.
Yeah.
When you see that, you in trouble. You in trouble. They real comfortable.
One of the best games the Jaguars they always have is when they have a good pass rush, when they get the quarterback. So I think that's the only way they're gonna keep him in the game. If they can keep Patrick Mahomes off his spot, trying to make more plays they usually do, then they might have a chance. Cause Patrick Mahomes, he pulled that Allen sometimes. He'll throw some interceptions like, why would you throw
This
that?
might sound crazy. I think I want him to
better
stay.
like this.
I want him to stay in the pocket.
Oh, you don't want him innovating?
Who,
I don't
Mahomes?
want my defense.
Yeah.
I don't want my defense having to break down, and he make most of his stuff on broken plays. I want him to stand in the pocket and try to think, so I can come get him.
Flowers, what do you think about this statement? They said trading Tyreek Hill was the best thing for Patrick Mahomes.
I can agree. I mean, looking back now and comparing everything, and it wasn't Patrick Mahomes that I was ever worried about. I was just worried about a fall off in offense, far with him just getting through it his first year. But man, they gave him juju and they put some weapons around him. They drafted well. But Patrick just gone to prove that he didn't need that, and for him to be able just to spread the ball around more and just be more precise and consistent, especially with him and Travis Kelce probably have grown more now than ever with Tyreek leaving. But just for him to get everybody involved, and it just shows you the growth of Patrick Mahomes, the leadership, just everything about him, man. That's a hell of a guy right there.
Yeah, it is. He's spreading the ball around. Bringing in Tony and McKinnon was huge.
Right.
Was huge. So they gave him the right tools, and he using every tool in that toolkit.
Yes, he is.
And that's what makes him so dangerous right now. Tyler. So Trevor Lawrence and company.
Yeah.
I'll ask you, how do they contain the Chiefs' offense?
I don't. They can't. You get Andy Reid prep time. It's like giving Batman prep time. It's over. It's over.
It's just trying to keep everything in front of us. If I was the Jaguars going into the game plan, I'm definitely using the miss out NTN. I'm like, you stay on the field 90% of the time.
I see they struggle with teams that's real physical with them. Cause I don't know y'all remember that game with the Titans they played.
Yeah.
They struggle with
run
them.
for that money. That's why I was saying like NTN need to be the factor.
Yeah.
Point blank. They need to throw the ball to him and give him in space as much as possible.
I mean, you're a
you can
defensive
never go wrong
factor.
with you can never go wrong with keeping the ball away from.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Sure
like
that's one of their game plans.
You have to slow down the game and try to get ETN involved, because last game I know they were playing from behind too, but the first early part of the game, Trevor Lawrence just dropping back, just throwing it.
I agree.
Just throwing it. Like, no, what are y'all doing? Y'all going back to the old game plan. Y'all going back to the first beginning of the season where Trevor Lawrence throwing it 35 plus. No, that's not right. So I feel like they need to correct that and get back to the run game. Get back to, like I said, ETN.
I don't think we look at that game. A lot of the first half, the officiating was trash. A lot there was being it was a lot of pass interferences that wasn't called. So I'm not taking up for
Mhm.
Trevor. I'm kind of like defending the style of play. When they stopped letting the DBs be aggressive, he was slicing them up. So
Mhm.
I think he's better than that performance, man. But it showed the resolve and the ability to pick yourself off the mat. So it ain't gonna matter this week though. Ain't no
Yeah,
Jalen advancing.
knowing that though, if I'm a DB, I'm coming in with hack a shack. I'm hacking receivers as much as possible. I don't see how much I can get away
Yeah.
with.
It
I don't
depends
see.
on how they call in the
Yeah,
game.
I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see how they call in the game. They calling it close and tight, or are they kind of loose like the Jacksonville and the
No, not
Chargers
this
game.
week. Not this week. Everything
You
tightened
saying
down.
they
One more
cleaning it
thing.
up?
No,
They
they
cleaning
got
it
their
up.
Cinderella story last time.
Mm-hmm.
I need one person to show up for Jacksonville, and maybe, just maybe, they'll have a chance.
Trayvon Walker.
No,
Oh.
Josh Allen.
Oh, there you go.
Josh
That
He
Allen.
did have. Yeah, his name.
He been quiet. He's
Yeah.
been very
Yeah, he been quiet.
He
He
gives us
reminds me.
hell. He
He
gives us hell when
reminds
he
me of
plays us.
somebody. He reminds me of somebody Flowers that I'm gonna bring up later. Y'all just wait on this.
Okay.
It's gonna be somebody I compare him to.
Can't wait to hear it.
Not a big game. Not a big game guy.
Wonder who it is. All right, so the Giants are. Oh yeah, who y'all have? T. Wright, Flowers. Who y'all have?
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
You know who.
Hold on, I think I was perfect last week in playoff picks. I wish we kept a record of that.
I think we might have all been perfect.
No,
Nah, somebody.
I picked Tampa.
Yeah, he picked Tampa.
I did too. I wasn't perfect,
Really?
but I picked the Vikings. I mean, I picked the
Oh
Giants
yeah, we
too.
did. No, we wasn't perfect. 'Cause all of us picked the Vikings.
Not me. I didn't pick the Vikings.
Oh, you didn't pick the
Did I?
Vikings?
Oh yeah,
Picked the
yeah,
Giants.
true. Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
rolling
yeah,
with the Giants this week too.
Man, they dudes just hate greatness. They hate greatness,
Spoiler.
to you, right?
Man.
All right.
Let you tell it.
Come on, man. KC, man. You know we got
What
KC. Man.
What'd you say?
You know we got
KC.
KC, man. Come on, man.
Yeah. All right. So the Giants going to Philadelphia. T. Wright is Hurts. Is what percentage is he right now?
How healthy is he? That's the question.
That's the question. Do
Yeah,
they
man.
need him at 100%? I'm gonna ask you that question. Do they need him at 100%?
I don't think they need him, but they probably need him close to it because we've seen how they look. I feel like if they had Minshew and they know they had Minshew going up to, they could prepare like he was playing. But I'd probably rather have, rather than a unhealthy Jalen, I'd probably rather have a game plan with Minshew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I say like a backup, continuously playing.
Yeah, but
I feel like Jalen don't need to be healthy in order to win this game. I mean, they have a strong offense with a lot of weapons. They manhandled them the first beginning of the season when they first played.
No, they didn't.
They did.
Did
They dominated.
They ran all over him.
Yeah, they ran all over him. The
Okay,
second one,
game.
yeah, the second one was close.
The second one, but the Giants starters didn't play though.
That's
Come
true.
on, bro.
But I don't feel like the
Come
Eagles.
on, bro.
If the Eagles didn't know the Giants stars weren't playing, I feel like the Eagles probably would have rested their players. But they could though because
they still had to win home.
that's
field.
right. But I don't say this though. So we going against a better roster. They are seeing each other. This is gonna be the third time they see each other. One just have a better roster.
You done beat me twice already.
Yes, and they're gonna be third time just like y'all beat the Seahawks. You know what I'm saying?
Same thing.
It's gonna be the same thing. Let me tell you why. Because the Eagles have a better roster, right? It doesn't matter if the Giants come out and play hard as they want to.
Okay.
The Eagles already seen all they have. They don't have nothing else. What else you gonna show me?
I'm gonna show you.
Little trickery play, little flea flick or something.
Nah, bro.
It's not gonna work because
Whoa.
we have a blueprint.
You just gave Daniel Jones praise. Where is it?
Come on, man. Tell it.
This is different though. This is a different kind of praise.
I had to bring this up now.
Bro,
I'm
confused.
There's nothing confused about it though. There's no confusion here.
So
I'm telling you, the Eagles have a better team, better roster, better discipline.
Yes, they do. Yeah.
Leaders, right?
Okay.
That's why it's not going to be close because the Eagles already seen this before.
The Vikings had a better roster from top to bottom.
Nah, I bet it different. Now, not top to bottom. I bet it different because the Vikings had one of the worst defense in the league.
Both of the defenses were giving up points.
Schemes, maybe.
But player style, I'm talking about player for player.
Yeah, offense side of the ball.
I'm taking defense and Zadarius Smith.
You're really taking Viking defense.
Hunter, Zadarius Smith. I'm taking Patrick Peterson on any cornerback. Listen, bro. Listen.
But
we gonna go ahead.
What were they though? Like Zadarius Smith haven't been really showing up this whole season.
They fired the defense coordinator too.
He's a 3-4 linebacker. He's a 3-4 linebacker.
Exactly. That's why I'm saying the Giants' defense was actually head and shoulders above what the Vikings was doing, and that's why they lost because they couldn't stop. They couldn't stop Daniel Jones' running game. I said that from the get go. I said that from the get go. The Vikings cannot stop the run. I don't give a care who they put out there. They can put a third stringer out there. He's gonna do the same thing what the first stringer is doing. They cannot stop the run. And that's why the Eagles gonna beat the Giants because they play against a team that can do it.
They should beat the Giants, bro. But
they should.
Okay, let's hear RC's. Let's hear his opinion.
I'm not being difficult. I just see it different than you do because you like to look at the Eagles listen, really, I'm gonna say this. It's the NFC East versus the 49ers. The NFC East is fool's gold. It's fool's gold. All three of them teams left are not physical teams. Listen to me. They're not physical teams. They don't play a physical brand of football, so you will always be in the game. They got 3 quarterbacks. One of them is injured. If you break or fracture your collarbone, you hurt, Doc. Okay, that's a major deal. You can try to dress it up however you want to. If he's not out there 100%, the Giants got a chance. That's why I'm giving the Giants a chance. Then secondly, you done beat me twice already. It's not Seahawks. It's not Seahawks 49ers because it's not the same thing. Okay, it's the NFC East the Commanders just beat the Cowboys before the Cowboys win the playoffs. Okay, they beat up on each other. They know each other. The Giants are going to be ready. The Eagles had that week off. Everybody else been playing. We lathered up. We ready to go. The Giants have nothing to lose. They're going to play with their hair on fire. And I'm picking the Giants to win by a touchdown. Go ahead. What's up?
Lane Johnson is back.
I don't care who. Listen,
he hadn't played in a month.
It doesn't matter. Like, you just don't forget how to play for hours.
The one downside of being a number one seed is the bye. And you're a young team. Nobody on that team, they don't have enough veterans on that team that's been in this situation that you just be like, okay, Fletcher Cox, okay, yeah. But who else?
Darius Slade?
Come on, man.
Darius Slade. But they've been playoffs last year, so they know the intensity. They know what's at risk here.
Not at the number one seed. Forget the defensive side of the ball. Who on the offensive side of the ball? You're gonna be in that huddle and you're gonna be like, we've been here before with a number one seed. Let's go.
Other than Kelsey and Lane Johnson. That's
Dallas Goedert. I mean, he's gonna show up. He always show up.
It's a lot more balanced than you think, bro. That Giant team is dangerous and playing free.
The Vikings should have took care of business. And look, that's what I'm saying. Like, the Giants put the best product on the field, and they still barely got past Minnesota. Do that not speak volumes to you?
Listen, I think it does speak volumes because the playoffs are different, though, bro. Like, we've seen a couple of games, like that game with the Cowboys and the Buccaneers was an anomaly, bro. Do anybody on this panel really think Tampa Bay belongs in the playoffs?
No.
Now watch this. Let me get a Saints some love. Put the Saints on Monday Night Football against the Cowboys in that same situation with Andy Dalton. I don't care. They finna have to earn that W. Am I lying?
No, you're not lying, but that's besides the kind of
45-year-old quarterback. Okay, that's what I'm saying. You got a 45-year-old quarterback with a defense that's running on the defense been on the field all year. If you can't look at all the rest of those games, even the 49er game, they had to earn it. All I'm saying is a divisional opponent, and it's gonna look real different. It ain't gonna go like that. So
I think it's gonna be. I think the Eagles gonna win.
what's the final score?
2 touchdowns. Woo.
It's gonna be 28-14.
It's a safe number.
That's a lot of points being in the playoffs. Division rival now.
I'll say one name. Watch out for this one name. Miles Sanders.
I thought you were going to say Devontae Smith or something like that.
Nah. Miles Sanders. Miles Sanders is the key. Just watch. All right, Flowers.
Ooh, man. I think you underestimate New York, man.
Nah, I know
you really are. I mean, you think you know what they are, but this is a different time of the year, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
Look, let me tell you what the Giants can do. They can rush the passer.
Mm-hmm.
They can force turnovers.
Mm-hmm.
They can run the ball. All they got to do, because like I said, Lane Johnson's back. That's great. If Lane Johnson doesn't play, I'm definitely picking the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
But Jalen Hurts hadn't played. Last time I seen him, he was a little iffy. They've been off. I don't think you understand the magnitude that the Eagles are coming into. I understand that they're the number 1 seed. They got to buy. They are coming in lackadaisical, and that's going to be a problem because the Giants are coming in ready.
They coming in ready.
They're coming in hot,
So
man.
You just beat me, too. You just beat me. You're going to have to earn it. I'm
going to pick the Eagles. They're going to claw their way out.
Smart pick. You're going to win by
I want to go with the Giants.
I'm picking the Giants. Yeah.
I agree with Ben as far as they're a better team. Now, realistically, the offensive and defensive lines are supposed to be the control of this game. That's going to decide the game there because the Giants can cover. They can cover them. Their secondary can cover them. Thibodeau can rush the passer. All right. And it's going to come down to can Jalen Hurts extend plays. That's what it's going to come down to. But I'm going with the Eagles. I want to go with the Giants. I'm going with the Eagles, though.
Tyler, who you riding with?
I'm riding with the Eagles, too.
I'm riding with the number ranked defense in the whole NFL.
Are you crazy? They're not the number 1 ranked defense.
They rank number 1
in sacks. Yeah,
no, they not.
No, they rank number 1
in sacks.
They rank number 1 total defense.
No,
San Francisco number 2. RC. Sorry to bust your bubble, but they number 2.
Would you count the playoffs or something? Because we just left the
season. I'm talking about the whole season, the whole body of work.
All right,
they probably the sacks that put them over. RC.
They can have
yards too. They kept teams on a certain amount of yards. The teams only averaging 301 yards against them.
What did your eyes tell you? My eyes are telling me the 49ers might be a little more physical than the Eagles.
I think the Eagles back end.
What make your back end, Ben? What make your back end? Everybody back end look good if you got a good what?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
You got a good front.
They don't have their slots. That slot corner is better too, RC. And Ward.
Give the defensive line some credit, Ben, because they got 5-6 guys with over 10 sacks.
You're right.
That helps.
They helps a lot.
We rotate 8, son. We rotate 8. Remember that.
And they got a complete dog on the end over there, bro.
Yeah, he get down. I call it the white Jaguars. What I call them. The Jaguar be down like that. Nicholas John Bosa.
Hey, you gonna need all.
It's all Eagles in one giant. I got you.
All right,
let's go.
I was close.
You were close.
Bengals versus the Bills.
This is gonna be a good one.
Joe Burrow versus Josh Allen.
You're right.
What do the Bills have to do to come on top?
Get after Joe Burrow. Take advantage of that offensive line, and I think that's going to be the deciding factor. I think head to head, I like Joe Burrow as far as quarterbacks go, but I think his O-line going to do him in the end.
Yes, I think that's the Bengals' downfall is the O-line. I don't know.
They made it work last year.
Baltimore was sticking in there until Huntley had a costly turnover.
Yeah.
That the Bengals about to win. The Ravens was about to win that game.
That was the game right there.
That
was
was
the
the game.
That was it.
Got the Bengals for some reason they couldn't move the ball worth nothing. I don't know if like
He
I said,
did this. I was like,
I don't know if they were still on the plane. They left the offense on the plane or what, but it didn't look like the same Bengals.
You know why? You know why? Come on, they played them the week prior. they in the
same division. It's a division team, but still,
that was the third time they seen them. That was the third time.
It's just like but you just shouldn't play like that way, especially your offense, man. Your offense barely look better than the Ravens' offense, and that shouldn't be. That it really shouldn't just came down to Huntley fumble the football.
It's rare that in football you play somebody 3 times though. That's the thing. Basketball you play best of 7 with somebody. NFL you play your division people twice. But that third game if you just think about it from the football perspective, that is a tough game because you have lined. Okay, I played defensive tackle. I'm lining up against the same offensive guard 3 times in a row. I think I know him. You get what I'm saying? I think I would know what he's doing, and I think I would be used to him if I'm lining up 3 times in 1 year against somebody. That's all I'm saying.
So you think the Bengals O line will hold up against the Bills?
Ooh. If Cincinnati was at home, I feel comfortable picking them. I'm going with Buffalo this week just because of that. I just think that, and this week with everything that's riding this went on, I gotta go with Buffalo this week. I just don't. I don't feel right thinking Joe is gonna go to the Buffalo with a hurt line like that and have to throw it 40+ times and win it. Now, if they mix Joe Nixon in there, and get a turnover 2 out Josh Allen, they have a chance. But I just think Buffalo, too much is riding on Buffalo right now.
I think it really gonna come down to the quarterback play. Allen can't be doing what he did against Dolphins. Not against that firecracker, offense. They gonna explode immediately, because they can put up points too. Like big plays, they can throw a deep ball to Chase T. Higgins, RC guy Tyler Boyd.
Give him a short field.
You can't give him a short field. And
neither one of the teams though.
Yeah, neither one of them. But I feel like I'll be more scared of the Bills turning the ball over than the Bengals. The Bengals, that's my main concern. I'm gonna take Buffalo too, because I chose Buffalo to be my Super Bowl team. I just hope Allen understands that he don't have to be. I'm not gonna say Superman. He don't have to be, the main hero to try to always win the game. And that's his problem. Press too much. RC, what you think about this game?
I think the NFL, what was going to happen to Buffalo on Monday night before the situation with Hamlin, which I'm glad he's okay, they were going to beat the brakes off of Buffalo. And that came to a screeching halt. Now, Buffalo has even more motivation to win this game. They're playing for that kid now. And it's going to be very hard to beat Buffalo in Buffalo because I think Buffalo really wants to play Kansas City. And we all know that's probably how that's going to go. It's going to be the rematch. So I'm going Buffalo in a very high-scoring game because that's just the temperature of that. Both of those defenses they could be had. So I'm going Buffalo 38, 33. 38, 34, somewhere in there like that.
Yeah, I thought you were about to say 35. It's going to be like a 3-point win. It's going to come down to the last drive. Yeah, they had DeMar Hamlin, number 3. They had necklaces. All of them. They got the whole 4 team, number 3 necklaces.
They're playing for him, yep. They're playing for him.
So, they got they on their side. Now, the game of the week. Yep. Before I let y'all say anything, I'm going to come out and say it.
Say it.
That boy pulled out the lock.
My lock of the week. Dallas Cowboys.
No.
Oh, the 49ers.
I knew he was gonna do it. I knew he was gonna.
Woo! I love
I
it.
Ooh.
love it. I love
I
it.
had to stand
I
up.
love it. I never been
Ooh.
so nothing
You-
so
are
sure
you-
in my life. I never
You
been
that
so sure in
confident?
my life.
You that confident right there?
I'm that
You that
confident, man.
Okay.
You know,
Look.
Make sure. Just want to make sure.
I mean,
Explain to us why. Just so we'll know it's not this biased thing that you do.
because I feel like the 49ers haven't seen a offense at full potential like Dallas. At full potential as Dallas. You don't understand the magnitude
Hold on.
of
So
Dallas offense.
if they were playing the Saints, how would you pick the game?
You talking about Saints versus 49ers?
Saints versus Cowboys.
I still choose Dallas. Even when we had Drew when we played Dallas, y'all remember that 9-6 game or something like that?
Bro, these teams are not all seasons aren't created equal, but you really think the Cowboys offense is good.
Read it and reap it. Dallas is taking home. They finally moving on to the championship.
What's the score
game,
gonna be?
NFC championship
What's the score
game.
gonna be? What's the score gonna be?
The storyline gonna be Dak. It's all predicated, huh?
Score.
What's the score gonna be?
Oh, score. It's probably gonna be somewhere around 28-31. It's gonna come down to that field goal. It's gonna come down to that field goal.
I like it. But you just said they got a prolific.
Brett Maher gonna trot on the field and kick the game winner. Huh?
Ooh.
God dog, boy, listen.
Hey, if y'all in Vegas
some hot
betting,
ones. You got some hot ones tonight.
if y'all in Vegas betting, y'all better go right now, guys. Hey, I have a feeling.
It made me laugh like Charlie Murphy.
This was it.
It made me laugh like Charlie Murphy on that one, man. That's crazy.
Man,
wow.
Caller is that dude. I'm trying to tell you. I've been saying this about that. Y'all underestimate this guy. Y'all underestimate this guy. Y'all like, oh, he's hobbling on that one angle. Oh, he's not the same Dak a couple years ago. Dak has the potential. Y'all must forgot that year he almost became the leader in passing yards, and he had a ratio of touchdown and interception was ridiculous. Like he was on fire before the injury.
What is he doing this year? Don't he lead the league in interceptions?
Yeah, he get back. We finally saw him at his full potential. He's back. That's what I'm saying. Dak is back. Put the title of your newspaper. Dak is back.
Okay.
Right.
You know what happened? You know what happened when you talk good about folks on this pod, man. You better watch out.
Okay.
I've never been so sure, Tyler.
You better watch out.
I feel like that. I feel like in my dream they just came to me. They're like, yeah.
Before RC dismantle you, let me say this.
I'm gonna take it easy on him. I ain't gonna do it.
So if Dak has to throw the ball more than 35 times,
he's not
the league leader in interceptions against the defense with the most takeaways as far as interceptions. You're gonna trust it. That's all I want to know.
Yeah, I'm still trust him. Even if he do throw the ball 35 times in that game, I'm still gonna trust him.
I just want to make sure we get this recorded.
Man, I'm trying to.
You might be right though. You might be right. I don't think that Dallas doesn't have a chance in hell.
Guys, he threw the ball 33 times versus Tampa.
You need a paddling.
He ain't had to throw it a lot.
A QBR 143. Guys.
You need a paddling, Ben.
Do you want me to go first, or you want RC to go first?
Hold on. Let me finish breaking it down. CD Lamb.
Go ahead, Flo.
Who's in the slot? RC, who's in the slot for the 49ers?
Listen, bro, didn't we play them last year?
Hey, y'all really want thank you, RC, for bringing that up.
Who was hurt in the game? Who got hurt in the first half? Before they couldn't move the ball. They couldn't move the ball with who was on the field on defense. We lost Fred Warner, and we lost Nick Bosa, and we still beat them. You can't compare these seasons. This is the healthiest I've ever been. If this is the Kyle Shanahan, listen to me, Kyle Shanahan. If you can't win with a healthy team, you ain't never winning the Super Bowl. We're finna walk the Cowboys.
Amen.
Yeah, that's what you banging on, RC. But I'm saying though,
who hurt, Ben?
The Cowboys actually match up against y'all.
You actually sound really crazy. You really do. We've been on this show. I'm gonna tell you this: if it was the Eagles, you would not be saying this. You would tell me that the Eagles is so much better than the Cowboys, but you didn't talk the Cowboys
I
up.
don't feel, but no, but
This
I always felt like the Cowboys. Hold on, I asked Flowers this. Flowers, what did I always say the Cowboys' main problem was with this team?
They give up too many big plays.
They give up to me. They didn't do. If they don't do that, they gonna win. RC, you don't
okay.
understand.
If was a fifth, we all be drunk. But I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell
But
you
they
something
didn't
right
get
now.
against
It's a
Tom. Y'all
bad
got y'all
matchup.
Tommy Legend. Tommy the
Bro, we
GOAT.
beat the brakes off of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and y'all own them too.
Make
Everybody
a
was
point.
handing them. But this is my point. This is why I'm not trying to change your mind. I want you to stay where you're at. But you're gonna be thoroughly disappointed, and so are the people that's viewing it. This is not Michael Irvin. This is not Troy Aikman. This is not Emmitt Smith. This is not Jerry
Come
Rice.
on
This is
now.
not Roger Craig. This is a new rivalry that is not a rivalry.
Right?
Our rival is the Seahawks. They're gonna come to San Francisco. They're gonna do what everybody else do. They're gonna get in the fight for the first 2 quarters, and then that depth gonna take over. The issue gonna be you got a guy that leads the league in interceptions. You got a team that take the ball away, lead the league in interceptions. Okay, so he's just gonna stop throwing interceptions. The worst thing that could happen to the Cowboys was playing the worst team left in the playoffs on the
That's
last
true.
night of football and turn
That is
around. Now you finna go.
true.
Now you finna go play. They even think they gonna play. And here's my secret that I'm gonna unveil to y'all. It's a guy who only play good against. He don't play good in big games. Michael
Ain't
Parsons
no
has
secret.
yet to play good in big games.
Ooh,
Yet,
wait.
show me.
Michael Parsons listening. You know that, right?
I hope he is. What's up,
First
guy?
of all, tell him he's too little. And if they put you at a real, if they let you play linebacker, you'll be a Hall of Famer. If they let you just play rush in, you'll be a Hall of Famer. But he everywhere, and it's not gonna be Debo this time. You got Debo, you got Kittle. How you want to die first? Debo, Kittles, McCaffrey, Elijah. We as healthy as we can possibly be, and you picking the Cowboys.
Y'all will, if y'all don't get y'all big plays,
I love it.
y'all in trouble.
Bro,
That's what
listen.
we've been seeing.
They
That's
gonna
what been
need them.
saving Purdy this whole year.
Ben,
If he
wait
don't
a
get
minute,
them
Ben.
big plays,
Whoa, Ben.
Purdy done
Whoa.
that's
played
been
6 games,
saving.
bro. Purdy
Ben,
done
you
played 6
just
games, bro.
said Dallas' problem is them giving up
They
big
not,
plays.
but that yes, and they not gonna do it this game. They not.
Okay.
Of course
They
you gonna
not
say
gonna give
that.
up the big play.
They gonna get. But listen, man. I thought about this the other day. I'm gonna give Dallas some credit. I'm gonna tell Dallas how to beat the 49ers. What y'all need to do is I'm talking about knock Purdy on his ass every play.
And that's
Even
what they gonna do.
get you a random 15-yard every now and then. Because guess what? If you don't do that, it's gonna be a lot of slow singing and flower bring. Cause guess what? That ball coming out, Jack. And what we got Yak boys, when they catch it, they running. They not. I'm telling you, it's a bad matchup for the NFC East. You're gonna see
It's a
the
good
whole
matchup,
NFC.
RC. You thinking
No,
about the 49ers matching up with with the Dallas offense. On the defense, RC, you underestimating
that
them boys
defense,
that can
bro.
play ball on the other side.
Look, I watched Mike Evans. I watched Tom Brady leave so much on that field Monday night. He was underthrowing wide open receivers. Was he not?
Was not
Bad
Brock
decision.
Purdy doing it in the first
Bad
half?
decision.
Huh?
Was Brock
Bro,
not doing the
bro,
same
listen.
thing?
But listen, this is a crazy part.
He didn't have
What
that good of a
Grady,
game, RC.
what great, what great. That's what I'm saying. People have been telling me, well, he hadn't had a bad game. Yes, he has. You haven't been watching
Yeah.
football. He's been struggling, but he got guys that can pick him up. Let me explain something to you on your defense, your Dallas defense, because your defense now. Trayvon Diggs. Everybody killed Trayvon Diggs.
Double
Did he
move.
get killed? Did he get killed against Tampa?
Yeah, they was dropping the ball. It was underthrown. Okay, he gets killed. Then listen, on each level, we're gonna go first level, Parsons. Second level, who's your middle linebacker? Don't give me
Vander Esch.
Vander. Really?
Is he back?
Oh,
He's just not coming back.
but hey, that's where y'all making a mistake too. Cause Vander Esch, y'all look at the last couple games, he been back to his old self. I bet y'all haven't noticed that, huh?
Okay, Vander, you could talk him up where you want to. But then on the third level, you got who? Who on the third level?
We have
Keith
Malik
Sweat on the third level.
Hooker.
Keith Sweat.
Hooker and
Keith Sweat on the third
Diggs,
level.
and the
Come
other
on,
guy,
bro.
and then they brought in Xavier Rhodes.
Okay, watch the done over with, bro. Listen, I truly believe that the Cowboys gonna give their best effort because they're gonna try to play up to that rivalry. Michael Irvin not gonna come save y'all. Christian McCaffrey been waiting a
That's
long
another
time.
88 that you're not taking into account.
Trent Williams, I respect dude. Dude gonna ball.
No, you
But
don't,
listen what I'm
because Jimmy Ward gonna learn whose 88 is real quick.
Hey,
Because what do
ain't
CeeDee
no-
Lamb do best, and what do
ain't no
Ward
eye-
play?
Ain't no eye in defense.
Well, Ward was selling versus the Seahawks. It sure would look like an eye to me.
But they scored in the second half.
I'm just
TV
saying,
off, did you not? Did we make
if
you turn the TV
if they had a competent quarterback, the
Oh, my
Seahawks
God.
probably would have been in that game.
Oh, my God.
Oh,
If
man.
they
Come
had a
on,
competent
man.
quarterback,
Come
Geno,
on, man.
Geno going
Come
Geno,
on.
but nah, that's our guy. That's
But listen to me. The 49ers don't, in the second half of football game. That's why I say you got to watch these teams play. We got to quit throwing shit and see if it's going to stick on the wall. They don't give up points in the second half, bro. You better get them in the first half.
that's all good. But hold on, you bring in stats. You saying this and that, but I thought it don't matter anymore. We in the playoffs. It's a new slate.
Oh, man.
New slate.
Man. But
Right?
I know why you picking Dallas though.
Why is
You
that?
sent me. You said your boy is he don't like the 49ers. Listen. I totally get it.
You said,
But
boy,
but I would never pick the Cowboys. I would never pick the Cowboys. I would never talk the Cowboys up. If they're good, I'm giving them props. And they are a good team.
though.
They are a good team. I just don't think they can be over 4 quarters. They're gonna out physical the 49ers. But if they do, I'll come back on
It
here
happens
and say,
before. It happens.
hold on. If they do, I'll come on here and I'll say I was wrong. But guess what? It's this thing called casualties of war. They're gonna limp it to the NFC Championship game. So we're gonna
They
help
lose to the
Eagles.
Eagles. I have the
That's
Eagles
right.
going. My Super Bowl is Bills versus Eagles.
It's gonna be some bodies hit that ground Sunday if they're gonna win that game. And
Well,
see, they can't lose nobody. They can't lose Tony Pollard. We should
true.
lose McCaffrey and still win the game because Elijah Mitchell gonna play. They can't lose Dak Prescott. We can't lose Purdy either. Hold on, slow down. Because we ain't got nobody behind Purdy. So both quarterbacks got to stay in the game. But when you get to skilled players, if you lose CeeDee Lamb, turn your TV off.
That's it. Yeah, that's it.
nah, CeeDee Lamb, but he hasn't been like the beating team.
Who's Dallas number
Brown
2?
and Michael Gallup.
Who's Dallas number 2? True 2 right now.
Noah Brown.
And
Really,
you expecting Noah Brown to go out here and deliver against the 49ers?
He been has he not been delivering when they threw him the ball? Like he has been coming out big catches.
It hasn't been
Bruh.
consistent.
Bro, listen, guess the team they lost to that's built just like us, but we got more skilled players on offense. The Commanders. They lost to the Commanders. It's their built the same way.
It's a
Defensive
divisional
line
game.
really. Oh my! Now
They're built alike. I agree with RC on this. They are built alike.
No, I'm just saying what you be saying. It's divisional. They're gonna play them tough. So I just want to say that.
A Saints fan picked the Cowboys, bro. Never.
Never thought I'd see it. Never thought I'd see
RC,
the day, boy.
it's a do if I don't, because Saints fans, we all have history with the 49ers. Saints fans have history with the Cowboys.
We don't have
I'm
no
looking at it
history,
as an
man.
analyst, though. I'm not looking at who I hate, who I dislike, and stuff like that. I'm looking at the analyst.
My mama a Saints fan. She gonna probably hear this. We don't have no history.
Yeah,
I
we
just
was in
showed
the same
you.
division for years.
That's why I ain't no history. Stop playing with me now. We don't have history. The Saints are good in the NFC South, but we are not a rival. You don't have to hate me. It's the Carolina Panthers, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, you just said Atlanta Falcons. I'll be with you. He gonna beat the Cowboys. Gonna beat the brakes out of Atlanta.
The teams I hate in this ring is probably Falcons, Cowboys,
And Cam.
Vikings, Seahawks,
And wherever Cam at.
Yeah, wherever Cam at, I'm gonna hate that team.
But you've had tragic events. Seattle with the
Rams. Yeah, I don't like Seattle. I don't
Vikings,
like the Rams.
The Rams.
I definitely don't like the
from
Rams.
you.
I changed that. The Rams are my number 3 team. We have history too, going back to
Surprising not 2.
Should have been 1 with him.
I got the Cowboys number 2. I always hate the Cowboys. It's just
you don't hate them. No, you don't hate them, bro.
You
don't hate them.
I'm at RC. I can't go off my feelings here. I'm going with Dak and the Cowboys. I know it's hard to hear.
I respect it. It's not, bro.
It ain't hard to hear.
I respect that. I do not want to change your mind there. I just said, I believe Dallas gonna play hard. They're really gonna go in.
Yeah, they're gonna come
and
out.
And then it's gonna really get what it got. Seattle, the say gonna look the same way the Seattle game did. It's gonna be really like you're gonna be texting me saying, "Here y'all go." I try to tell you, or I ain't gonna
say a word. I ain't gonna say nothing. It's like it's just it. RC, I just had this feeling, man. I'm sorry, but I had this feeling, and usually when I had this feeling, I'm right. You know what I'm saying? I'm just as right.
Hey,
I'm sure this as just how sure as I beat T right.
Bro,
in game.
usually when you had this feeling, you go to the bathroom, you release yourself. But I'm tell you now, I'm gonna tell you, if the Cowboys beat the 49ers, I'm gonna get back on this show next week, and I'm gonna say I'm wrong, and I'm gonna big them up. They earned it.
Yeah,
as you should.
So, all right, let me hear somebody flowers. Who you have in the game? You had the 49ers and Cowboys.
I got the 49ers.
T.
I'm gonna be short and sweet. I'm gonna be short.
T. Right, if you pick the Cowboys, you ain't have to pay for my meal back.
Can't do it, bro.
Take the Cowboys, T. Right, you ain't gotta pay for that meal.
I ain't studying that meal. Money good.
Stay true. Stay true, T. Stay true to it.
Look, but I'm having deja vu here all over again.
From what? Oh, you think it is Minnesota and Arizona? Don't you think?
I'm having deja vu. I'm feeling like that's a Raven. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
So yeah.
Her premonitions are wrong sometimes. You know.
We gonna see. So that's it. That's it of the games. Let's go into some news. Let me go to my news. Okay. Brian Leftwich was fired. Do y'all think he should have took the job? He should have took the Jaguars job instead of staying with the Bucks.
He did right.
No, if you don't like something, you know, if you can't work with somebody, don't force yourself on anything. You know, he'll get another job.
Mm-hmm.
You just scapegoat. That's all.
It was just Tom Brady. That's what Tom Brady can't play no more. All right. The Browns are hiring Jim Schwartz as their new DC.
We'll see what happens with it. That's all I can say about that.
Yep. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know, the Browns defense, they have the right personnel. They need another pass. They need to beef up their D line. That's what they need to do. And probably get a linebacker. Linebacker's not that great.
They need to work on their second level. I agree.
Yeah. All right. What else do I have? Tom Brady came out and said this. This organization is a great place to be. I'm just very grateful for the respect and hope. I gave the same thing back to the guys.
That was his thank you note.
So that's his goodbye note, guys.
Yeah. That's that holler at y'all.
Yeah, I'm gonna holler at y'all. I appreciate it.
So they had him going to the Jets and 49ers. That's crazy.
They're not coming to us. Bro, you know how I know he ain't coming to 49ers? Because he don't like he don't want to be coached by an offensive coordinator. That's why they turn him down twice. You can't tell him. He never listened to Byron Leftwich. So
gotta be his system. You're right about that, see.
He gonna listen to Kyle Shanahan? No, he ain't gonna listen. And Kyle is literally saying, "Hey, Purdy, Phil's gonna be open here." You can see Kyle literally talking him through the play. So no, man, you need to go home, man. You 45, man. Go home. Like,
all right. Lie down. Greg Roman has resigned.
Resigned.
Well, I bet Lamar said, "Oh yeah, I'm coming back now."
Step down. Well, you know, they came out yesterday and said that they are all in conjunction with trying to get something done. The GM, Lamar, and Harbaugh, and they also said that Lamar would be involved in the offensive coordinator search.
So there we go. Get that man.
It need to be
OC.
It need to be a guy that is innovative. A guy that's all open that thing up for him. Give him some receivers.
Let's stop handicapping Lamar like that's the only thing he can do.
Right.
Like, let's stop making Greg Roman just this option QB savant, because he's not. He's a bridge guy for Lamar. It's time for Lamar to grow. And I'm done with that.
All right. The Vikings fired their DC Ed Dontel. So he's out.
Not surprising. Not surprising.
Especially after that performance in the playoffs. Mike LaFleur was fired, the offensive coordinator for the Jets. And Elijah Moore had some choice words for him. He told Mike LaFleur to go F himself.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's on the way out.
Yeah.
He told him that on the way
That's
out.
all. That's all the way out, and then
That's on
requested
the
for a
way out.
trade.
Wow.
And then requested for a trade.
That's why I say Zach Wilson was put in a bad spot, man. That's a bad situation.
Can I add one more thing to that? Now you said Zach Wilson. Now you made me, because I read something about this earlier. They said that LaFleur was going around saying Zach Wilson wouldn't it.
Yeah, but LaFleur.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's why he got like dang your own OC don't even believe in you.
It be your own people. It be your own people.
Your own people.
Like
That's
that
crazy.
kid is in a bad situation. Like the Jets ain't never
Really
had
bad.
They ain't gonna never get right.
Michael Parsons came out and said this. He said, I'm super excited. This is who I wanted. He referring to the 49ers. Then Dak came out and said, I most definitely I wanted the rematch. Then Michael Parsons said this. He said, I really like being the underdog.
Let me ask y'all a question. What have the 49ers said? Anybody heard anything from the 49ers?
I ain't saying not one word.
I
saying one word.
Let
me tell you
asking the
something.
boys' question. They just answer
Let
the
me tell you
questions.
something.
That's all.
That's bulletin board material right there, Ben.
Listen, bro. You could. It's funny because even Jerry Jones the 49ers ain't said nothing. I wonder why.
You know who Michael Parsons got to line up against?
Come on,
He said this is who he wanted.
He won't Trent Williams.
The man won a challenge. He won
Wait till
challenge.
Nick Bosa hear that. Wait till Bosa hear that.
Have you ever heard Nick Bosa talk?
Nope.
Yeah.
He sound like a psycho killer, psychopath.
I didn't think that. Like I heard him do an interview one time. Like that's his voice.
He's like, he don't really want to be here, but
yeah, he got a low pitched voice. I'm like,
but him and his brother, they both sound crazy, don't they?
We're not
They
really
crazy, bro.
We're really not talkers. We're doers.
Okay.
Right, we count. We
talking about okay.
Bro, come on, bro. Isn't it funny though that the Cowboys actually want to play the 49ers and the 49ers are like just, hey, bro, we just want to win
this rematch.
We want to play anybody you put in front of us. We don't just want the count. We don't look at it like that, bro.
You know who the 49ers are? They're the Rock Dwayne Johnson. They're just like,
that's it. Come on. That's what it is.
And the Cowboys like Steve Cole Austin.
No, Cowboy like Hulk Hogan.
Stone Cold.
Like Hulk Hogan.
They come out all flamboyant and.
But bro, you supposed to like common sense. What's understood don't have to be explained. I beat you last year. Yeah, you want me, but you just don't say it. You just show up with your play.
I mean, what's wrong with that saying it? Like Kobe came out and said stuff like that. A lot of players that came out and said, "Yeah, we want to see them again. We want those guys."
Wait,
none of them Kobe's.
Kobe, yeah, right. They ain't none of them killers.
Kobe has said that before against the team. Like,
we know what Kobe. We know what Kobe is though, and what it was.
We know what Dak is.
If I lead the league in bro, this is crazy though. Dak is a great quarterback, but he leads the league in interceptions, right? He's your guy, right?
He had get all his system, RC.
19 times.
Yeah, man. Sometimes you kind of rusty, then you back.
That's a lot of getting consistent.
I think everybody's fallen in love with the Cowboys since they beat up on Tampa Bay.
They beat
not a good Tampa Bay team.
They knocked Tampa Bay out in front of the world, right?
Everybody's in love with them right now.
I love it, man. They're going to go from the outhouse to the penthouse. It's going to be, I'm trying to tell you right now. It's going to be bad for you.
I'm about to show y'all this clip real quick.
Y'all brace yourself.
He said, bro, what are you talking about?
It ain't no telling what you about to put up.
Ain't no telling. It's going to be some mess.
It's something about Zach Wilson. I want y'all to listen to this.
Gotcha.
A mutiny if Zach Wilson was QB1 again. It's not going to happen. I don't know if they're going to trade him. They've said they're not actively going to. They're not going to get a lot for him. But I can tell you, and speaking to some players on the team, his approach or lack thereof was not well regarded. There's some Kyler Murray to that situation where everyone knows this guy's super talented. He could be the franchise, but you want to see a lot more. And whether it's late to meetings, screwing around in meetings, not having the right attitude, that's what I've gathered.
Late to meetings is a big problem.
big problem, especially when you're
Quarterback.
supposed to be the face of the franchise.
Yeah, so that news, I don't think I had heard that yet publicly. If that's actual, that's massive.
Right.
Just as somebody that was very fortunate to be in a lot of those, and
And see how it's done right.
well, not only see how it's done right, but what happens when somebody shows up late to a meeting. Like when somebody shows up late to a meeting, the immediate reaction from.
So,
But did you hear? Did you hear what Pat McAfee said? I don't know if that's true or actual, but because he hadn't heard that, nobody's heard that.
yeah,
Man,
I haven't heard it either.
You got this dude up here pouring gasoline on the fire, bro. Listen, I don't believe that crap.
I think that was out on the floor. I
Yeah,
think
I
that
don't
was.
care. I don't trust no LaFleurs, man.
But,
man.
so if it's true though, he's showing up the meetings late. That's a red flag.
Bro, that's
Big one.
you want to be the franchise.
Decision making.
You want to be the face of the franchise of the Jets, really? Like I really feel like that's what people don't understand about being drafted high. You go into bad teams. That's why Trey Lance was in the best. Trey Lance was in the best situation. He had the best roster he was going to. He had the best coaching staff. Like I don't get on here and big up my team. They earned the spot. But Trey Lance, look, it didn't work because you don't think Zach Wilson being in San Francisco would have been a better fit?
Oh yeah, no doubt. Organizations matter, no doubt.
Justin
Yeah,
Fields
it seemed like,
great.
but they brought in new coaches. It seemed like they just didn't believe in them.
Zach Wilson is in the same situation Tua was in Miami. Dysfunction. Like Tua was in a bad situation. He was drafted into a dysfunctional organization. So good luck.
All right. So that was that little clip. I thought it was pretty interesting. All right, let's move on to NBA. Fast break. Let's do it. Dustin Bishop. What's going on, bro?
Not much,
NBA analyst.
Bro, I'm glad you didn't fall asleep. Glad you didn't fall asleep, Dustin. It was all your boy.
Boy, Dustin, I thought you were gonna kill us, man.
Yeah.
Nah,
It's just Dustin getting old. That's all it is.
Ben.
I got work to do.
he fall asleep early now. So he said
Nothing wrong with that.
I wish, man.
But anyway, man, what's going on? What you been up to?
Ain't that much, man. Just school.
At school.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. Where you at school at?
At the medical school here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You smart.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he ain't get the nickname IQ for nothing. But that's something else too. All his little basketball tricks and what we used to call you, man? Like
Hey, Ben just mad because, man, I had to take them ankles a few times.
Never that.
Ben a hacky now.
Yeah, you know what?
Old man found you.
Let me tell you, I got Ben so good one summer practice. Like he came up after, he's like, "Hey man, I ain't gonna lie, like you got me with that one."
Yeah.
Ben a hacky and look around and like, what happened?
Hey, and that's why I do the things I do. Look, man, I don't know. I was in the truck working, and I just had a flashback to one day in practice. And I just bust out laughing because it was so funny how you reacted. Remember that time I pulled up for a 3 on top of the key, and you come running to contest it, and I kicked my leg out. I kicked my leg right. I kicked him down the leg, and he just said, "Oh, he kicked me." I kicked him down the shit.
Your new nickname is Ben Mon. Your new nickname is Ben Mon Green, not Draymond Green. Ben Mon Green.
Hey, I was thinking that I think about Draymond King. I said, "Dang, I can't believe I just kicked Dustin. He was coming to kick me.
You dirty, bro.
So good, like,
you meant to do,
bro. You dirty.
He dirty, bro.
I wasn't even worried about making a shot. I was just like, "Oh, you coming to contest my shot? I got something for him."
If Ben was a video game character, he'd be a heel. 100%. Come on
Oh,
now.
that's man. We had some crazy stuff in practice.
Raja Bell. I can name all them dirty players.
Just
But
dirty.
we saw Dustin, we saw your guy Murray talking about Tony Parker.
Oh yeah,
Did
yeah,
y'all see that? Did y'all see the comments?
I listened to the show last night. All smoke.
So,
I listened to
so
last night.
Dustin, is he right? He has a gripe here.
Absolutely. I mean, that's why Tony wanted to leave. Tony knew he probably had I feel like Tony regrets that now. For a lot of reasons, but he absolutely right. I mean, first of all, Tony was at the end of his career. He only had 1-2 more years left in the league, and he decided, like, he know good and well he should retire to San Antonio Spurs. But he was mad because he was gonna get bumped down, wasn't gonna get as much playing time, and Pop just wanted him to be a mentor for Murray. And it's crazy because that same year, I mean, first of all, Tony wasn't gonna get that much playing time in Charlotte, which he didn't because he was playing behind
Kimber.
Yep, Kimber.
Yeah.
He was playing behind Kimber. So he wasn't gonna get that much playing time in Charlotte. And then he would have ended up getting his PT time back because that's the same year DeJounte tore his ACL.
Yeah.
So it actually would have worked out for him because he wasn't gonna get that much more playing time anyway. But it is what it is at this point. But yeah, DeJounte, absolutely right.
So let me ask RC this, since he's a coach and he played ball. Is it up to the older guys to really mentor these athletes, the younger players that coming in to potentially take their job? Is it their responsibility?
If you want to leave the game in better hands, I think that this era of basketball, these players don't care anything about that. They care about themselves. They care about it's just a different time, man. They really don't care about listening to a veteran. That's why they get mad with the old head, they call them, whenever those guys try to talk about, spots in the game where they would have a veteran when they came in the league. These guys coming in the league now at 19 or 18 or whatever the age they are, their vet is like 23 years old. So it's so you talking to you come in, let's say I'm just turning 20 and you're 23 and you're like, hey man, go give me some donuts. I'm about to give you a donut. You know what I'm saying? It's no respect there, man. So it's like, I really don't think they have to listen. And then the older guys that were during that time with Tony Parker, it's probably hard trying to translate that over and make them understand that, because the game has changed so much and it's younger. The game is young as it's ever been. So it's not nobody's responsibility, not because they don't want it. Nobody wants it, and they're not old enough to handle it.
I never heard that before. I ain't think about that. Yeah, maybe the younger guys. Like, he came out and said he supposed to mentor him, but I never thought about the younger guys actually taking what they learned, what the older guys trying to teach them, and applying it to themselves.
Can I add on to that?
Yeah, you can.
This might be a little lengthy, so forgive me. First and foremost, I blame the league for taking vets out of the locker room, because I listen to a lot of podcasts, listen to older players, and they used to harp on the experiences and how they appreciated having older vets to teach them about life and how to play the game and how to travel on the road, what to eat, what to do, this and that, et cetera, et cetera. I can go on. But the league is suffering now because they don't have vets in the locker room to show these young men the actual way to be a man in this league and to how to conduct themselves. And now, everything's different now, and I get it. But I just think it's tamed the young men in a sense, because Miami, they still got Udonis Haslem. They hold one spot for him to be the OG and outlaw what goes on that team.
He need to go home.
Yeah.
He need to go home. I agree, see. But it wouldn't hurt to help some of these teams to have a 31, 32-year-old vet for these young kids.
That joke be having white deodorant balls up on his own. It's time for him to go home, man. Like, listen, you got to get the deodorant that non-stick. Like, he needs to go home, bro. He's been playing for
Trim it. And one more thing, and this is for you, Dustin, because I've heard Steven Jackson talk a lot about how selfish Tony Parker is.
Wow.
Steven
Yeah, I heard
Jackson
that
has
too.
harped for a long time that the reason they lost was because how Tony Parker was selfish, this and that. And for me to listen to DeJounte Murray yesterday, in this when he was on All the Smoke, talk about Tony Parker. I mean, even before just the trials and tribulations he had to go through with that organization just to get on the court because they didn't play him. You know, when he first started, you know, he had to grind his way on the court. But just I'm hearing too much about Tony Parker, and just for DeJounte just to come in and kind of clarify what Steven Jackson's been saying in a sense. I'm kind of disappointed in Tony Parker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, why y'all boys a diva, Dust?
I can't tell you, man. It's I mean, hearing like I guess I mean it would make sense, but I guess we never really saw it just because
Right.
of the Tim Duncan factor.
Yeah, right.
Because Tim Duncan just had that thing. Everybody followed him. So nobody was gonna Tony wasn't gonna do that to Timmy.
Right.
Or
Of course.
Timmy
All
yeah.
right, Mobley. All right.
And Jack did say that. He said none of it would have never worked without Tim Duncan.
Yeah.
But do y'all not think it may be the Luka effect? He's a foreign player playing in a foreign country. They come over here. They've been playing
They do
basketball.
look at America's different.
I
Yeah.
mean,
How did they treat him in France? He might have thought he was God in France.
At
Yeah, that's
one point, I mean, the Spurs, I mean, they probably had maybe 3 or 4 American-born players on their team during that lapse where they were, competing for championships every year.
Mhm.
Yep.
That's true.
Yeah, so that's what it is. It's a foreign player who's been playing professionally as a young person, comes over here and is like feeling
Instant
himself.
success.
It's
Instant
Luka.
success when he came over here too.
Like Luka. But can I say this? Al Horford probably feels real weird in this locker room today. Like Al Horford been playing basketball. He actually played on the last team that Florida won an national championship with Joakim Noah. That's how old he is with basketball. So
Dang, yeah, I
can you
forgot about
imagine being? So you think about the Golden State Warriors last year having veterans in their locker room, and then you got Al Horford over there, like looking around in the locker room, like he looks scared. He's playing his PlayStation 5, and Al Horford is locked in. It's a different time, man. Like
kid doing TikTok dances.
yeah, what?
Man,
different time.
imagine walking in the locker room, you seeing like three guys over there dancing for a game
in front of a picture, in front of a phone. Dancing.
I don't know.
That's what it is, though. That's what it is now.
It is like I don't know. Back in the day when we played, bro, it was just a different feeling. When I came in that locker room, I was zoned in. I had my headphones on. I was staring into another world, just thinking about the game plan, thinking about what I got to do that night.
Yeah.
Just running the game through my mind, like, and the assignments I had for that night. So
and then another thing too, we had quiet locker rooms before the game.
Oh yeah,
it's true.
You can look around the locker room and see
focus
that you're going to have to compete tonight. Now, like you said, there's phones in the locker room and different.
It's a weird time, that's for sure. So what was January? So it's halfway through the season. Dustin, who you have as your MVP leader?
Man, it's tough, man. I mean, Tatum and Jokic up there. I mean, Jokic gonna always be up there.
Jokic again.
Then you got Greek Freak too. I mean, Boston playing well. Well. The Nuggets playing well. The Bucks playing well. I mean, it's
the Grizzlies.
That probably be my top 3: Tatum, Jokic, and Greek Freak as of right now. I think Joel Embiid is usually got the numbers, but the record not reflecting that. And at this point in the league, like when you talk about MVP, they looking at your record too. They ain't just looking at the numbers. Otherwise, I mean, Luka would be, top 3.
Yeah.
But
you know what crazy is? Because Joker's won MVP back to back, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know how crazy it is for that man to win a third time in today's game? Is that I just thought about that. Because we have all the American born players and just this humble foreign guy leading the league, just killing the league. What does that say,
The
though?
best players in
And he's
the
not
best players in the
nothing
NBA right now are foreign players.
Yeah, he's not agile. Like he's not the most athletic guy, but
Technique
he's the
is
most.
sound.
Yeah, he's the most sound guy. He's the most technique.
But
Skill.
your best players in the league are foreign players.
Is that a bad thing? If he win MVP 3 times in a row, is that a bad sign in the NBA?
They probably won't let him win it. They won't let him win 3 times in a row because people get voter fatigue and they won't get. I mean, because Giannis probably could have got it too at one particular time.
Everybody on this panel is old enough to have a American-born basketball player that they looked up to and be like, that's my guy. I don't know if I've ever, outside the Spurs guy, looked at foreign players and was like, that's what I want to be like. These kids today are looking at the Greek Freak and Joel Embiid and Jokic and all those guys, and they're looking at foreign players that don't play the way they play. Ain't no Greek freaks walking around the United States like that. Like that's just putting up numbers. So that Wemba kid, he's from France.
Yeah, he's from France.
Do you think they're gonna change the league? You think that's gonna have? You think them seeing them foreign guys is just play that have good technique and
it's
good?
About money, bro.
You don't think they're gonna change? You don't think they're gonna change the way the NBA's trending?
No, it's a global sport. It's always been global.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, like technique wise, how the kids play, they sell for 3-pointers and sell for like crazy shots. Then
that's already. I mean, that's already been changed here. We can't speak for what's going on overseas because they're still teaching them sound basketball over here.
That's what I'm saying.
They're practicing 2K step back moves.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You think that sound technique that they see all these foreign European players are playing with in NBA, they'll gravitate towards that. It's like, okay, we can change the game because it's high
professionals.
Shots. Yeah.
Well, they're professionals at 12 and 13. Go ahead, Tyler.
I think the difference is today, and this is from watching even at like the local level that I like around here and go for it. It's like the AAU circuit is killing the game.
It's killing it. Yep.
It's killing it because it's all kids don't learn how to play 5-on-5 anymore. It's like they learn how to ISO and play 1-on-1. So when it comes to play 5-on-5, they have no IQ.
Yep.
They're not working as a team.
I actually agree with what Austin Rivers said. Like
that's it, man.
He said highlight culture is killing.
Yep.
Look at the Rockets.
He's right. Like I remember y'all remember like the hoop mixtape era. Like you had to be like
special
top guys to get a hoop mixtape. Like now it's just everybody.
Tyler said something though when he said that basketball has changed to the point to where everything, bro, I'm gonna use that, bro. It's 5-on. They don't want to play 5-on-5. Everything they're drilled out. They're drilled out and they ISO the ball, and it's an ugly game, man.
Every drill I see these players doing is what 1-on-1 drills. How to beat somebody up. How to cross somebody over and beat somebody off the dribble.
But you know what I would do if I had a kid that was like a guy he was a big kid, about 6'5", 6'6", and he was growing some more, probably get about 6'11" or 6'10". I would come back with that traditional post, but I would bring back Elijah Warren. I would teach him all post skills. And I would dominate from the mid range. I would kill.
Can I bring up something? But hold on, let me say that. You know how the hook shot was so effective for a big man.
Man,
you don't see how
I'm glad y'all brought this up.
Yeah,
even just a little
just
post,
any
like,
kind of hook.
The sky hook.
That's
only one guy can shoot that.
But just a hook, RC.
Listen, man, I tried that one time. I almost threw myself in the rim.
I used to do in the game. Mine was more of like a jump. Mine was more like a jump.
You know how strong Kareem arm. How hard he flicked the ball for the free throw line.
I've seen guards, like Ben said, I've seen guards use like a variation.
Yeah, I used the jump hook. That's
AI used to use kind of variation, like put
jump hook.
I used the jump hook.
And then over the
opposite. Short.
It's kind of like a floater mixed with a jump hook.
Yeah, what I used to do is I used to back down the guy and I just jump hook it. Like they couldn't.
Well, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the sky hook.
Well, that's
Oh, no.
that's different, but I'm saying like a
Hey,
variation. Like you don't see
he
that move in the post.
he was shooting that
Oh,
sky hook from the top of the key.
bro,
Yes,
that's
he was shooting
crazy.
it from the top of the key.
Yeah.
That's how tall he is,
Full
bro. He
stroke.
looking down.
And
Yeah,
that's the problem though with these bigs though. They don't know how to post
man,
up. They have no post game.
they
Back
don't,
to
and
back
it's
again.
it's sad because I was at a high school game a few nights ago. There was 2 6'9" twins on the same team.
Oh goodness.
And they was on perimeter.
No, they gave him the ball in the post, and he just like rammed his chest into the defender and did
Like,
something. I'm like, you're 6'9". All you have to do is put him on your shoulder and give him a hook. You know,
yeah.
but it's
Bro,
that's the hoop culture today. He wanna
That's
face
why
up
me and
and
Tyler.
crossover.
But Tyler, you know though, when me and you play, we know how to use our bodies in the post because we bigger guys. See, that's why I want to say I'm a guard and I'm using post moves. Like our coach, does you know this? He made us do post drills as guards.
Kobe.
So that's what I'm saying. Like,
but you gotta understand, y'all gotta understand something too. I don't think it's the foreign players, because the foreign players are more physical than the American-born players. Like,
hold on now. See, I got one for you. I got one for you because I read this prior to getting on here, and I was hoping I might could bring it up, and y'all brought it up for me. Joel Embiid, ladies and gentlemen, they interviewed him, and I was reading. They was asking him about posting up. He pretty much, to make a long story short, saying it was outdated. It needs to stay in the 80s and the 90s.
wow.
Joel Embiid. If Joel Embiid was to post somebody up, he goes to the free throw line 10 plus times a game a night.
From what I don't understand though. Yeah, but when I do watch them Joel Embiid play, he do post up something. I don't understand what.
He does.
But not enough.
Nah, enough. But at least he's not like AD though. At least he's not like AD. Soon AD catch the ball in the post, he's like square up. Bro, why you turning towards the defender?
Well, he's a guard in a big man's body.
That junk kills me, man. When he catch the ball that close to the goal and he squares up for a jump shot, bro.
Trying to be a guard.
Too close. You too close to that goal. You better back him down. He can't stop you.
I'm still mad.
KG,
turn around. Top 75. Like, AD ain't got no business, no top 75.
The White House didn't make it, though. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
But you know what's crazy?
That's Carter.
I get asked all the time, can Dennis Rodman, Shaquille O'Neal, Akeem Olajuwon, can they play in this era? Listen, I don't. If Draymond Green is playing in this era,
and literally top defender in the league.
Oh my God!
And Draymond Lillard, the top defender in the league. Come on, man.
They'd actually like. I mean, they probably average like 30, 40 because of how the game is called. You can't
touch nobody.
You can't.
I heard Ben Wallace say he'll average 50 rebounds.
What you gonna do against a dream?
Yeah, I believe it.
Oh,
Ben Wallace. You said Ben Wallace, right?
Yeah, Ben Wallace said he'll average 50
he
rebounds.
clearing the block.
But let me pick what Shaq I want to play, not the one the Lakers. Nope.
Orlando.
Give me Orlando, Shaq. Give me prime Olajuwon. Give me prime Barkley. Oh my God, prime Barkley.
Karl Malone.
Barkley.
Yeah, Karl Malone.
Sean Kemp.
Karl Malone too. Kemp. Oh my goodness. Can't touch
physical.
them.
They too physical.
If Blake Griffin is still alive in the NBA, Sean would be killing it. I think Blake's still on somebody's team, man.
He in Boston.
Yep.
Yeah, he's in Boston.
Still in money.
So that's why I understand.
Trying to get a ring.
So as we put it, the guys who are technically sound are winning MVPs. That should just tell people something. These kids that if Jokic leading the MVP race and he already won back-to-back MVPs.
Jokic is a younger version of Arvinas Sabonis. That's probably
that's a good comparison. Yeah. That's a very good comparison.
On the Trailblazers, he was good. He gave Shaq some problems in the
can't jump over nothing. Vlade Divac was like they couldn't jump, but they was really skilled. I think the NBA though, somebody got to come out the hood and just be slamming that thing. You know, like we need
LeBron.
that guy. We thought it was gonna be Giannis. No, we thought it was gonna be Zion, not Giannis. Giannis ain't for us. I thought Zion was gonna take the league back, but he can't stay on the floor either. He down there. It's New Orleans is the reason why he keep getting hurt. I know what's going on down there. They Baron Davis, Chris Paul,
Make
Anthony
a point.
Davis,
See, my
and Zion, all down there eating gumbo and hanging out with Birdman and Manny Fresh. I'm sick of it.
So since we on the feature of the NBA and we still talking about MVP talk, I do want to show y'all this one video. Some kids playing basketball, since it still kind of correlates to what we're saying. And y'all tell me what y'all think of this video. Let me pull it up. All right, here we go.
That's 2K right there. That's my player 2K all the way.
Sorry, he good. Like what?
I know Ben don't like that.
He said he too small.
Ben probably whoop
Yeah.
his kids. They out there doing that type of stuff.
Bro, y'all gonna be surprised.
Every kid on the court was too small for big boy.
I never. I wasn't brought like I wasn't brought up to play basketball like that. Soon I score, I'm hustling back on defense. Like I'm not really showboating.
That was our time.
Soon I score, I'm hauling tail back and getting in position.
Y'all gonna be surprised how I think of that.
Leon's coach.
Okay, let's go.
It's weird because like I don't remember so much doing that like during like organized games, but like we was kids, like
yeah, playing around,
I did it like you saying.
I talk my smack too.
Neighborhood talk, like pickup ball. Yeah, I did it in pickup ball, but I didn't do it in the game. I was more focused, I say, on the task at hand. You know, I ain't have time to celebrate. I'm thinking about getting back because that's how fast break starts. You're not getting back on defense. You're too busy celebrating. That's the easy score. So I always talk back. Get back on defense after you score. So it just didn't sit well with me.
What I didn't understand was like how the little white kid, whenever he was doing more of the showbone than the dude that was doing more of the scoring.
Nah, he was doing it for him. Yeah, he was doing it for him, but the black kid was.
I saw him make that 1-3. I was like, why he showboating? Like, he made the 1-3.
It was his best cheerleader, but I think, man, me personally, I don't have an issue with it because it's where the game is at. And y'all don't understand these kids are
third graders, RC.
But listen to what I'm saying. They're dealing with they're more distracted than ever. They got a lot of distractions with technology, and they're less confident than we are. So and they hold everything in. As a coach, I tell you this. I'd rather calm a kid down that's like that than try to build a kid up. Like you got this kid that's shy. And he's like 6'5", and he just like dunks the ball and walks down the court. He plays soft. He don't play to his size. So I'd rather get little Brock Purdy and say, hey, Brock, hey, calm your ass down. Look here, boy. Calm down. We losing by 25 points. Now you dancing too much. Then they say, come on, man, come on. It's harder to do this. Come on, bro. Come on. Get a little brag about yourself. See, big boy number 7 gonna be a problem. You're going to have to tell him he's not going to play basketball, but he could be one hell of a nose tackle. He's going to be Warren Sapp. You don't want that confidence. It looked bad, bro. It really looked bad. But these kids are different than us. It takes them longer to get them woke and their motor going. So, yeah, it looked bad because we're able to see too much, but like confidence.
The part I don't like, though, is the not.
That's what made the Miami Hurricanes.
Well, I didn't like the taunting in the other kids' faces. Like, of course, dude, you like a couple inches taller than them. Of course, they too small. Look how big you are.
But I'm saying, let me tell you something that happened to me the other night. I'm coaching and I'm sitting in the corner on the end of the bench because I'm not the head coach. And I'm like, I tell this girl, I'm like, keep making that shot. She made the next 4, and she's like, you gonna come out here? Or you gonna come out here? That's what she said. I loved it. I'm like, that's what I like right there because You got to understand something. These kids they're not. We want them to be Kobe, but they don't got that. Like
Right.
Kobe would cut your heart out. These kids. So when I seen that, I'm like, well, we won't have to teach them confidence. Just have to calm them down. I can bring you down and build you up. Which one would you rather do?
Mm-hmm.
I got to motivate
I'd
you,
rather
or you
calm
already
down.
motivated?
I'd rather calm you down.
Yeah, it
mean,
just
I
all
don't
depends on the
mind.
kid. It just all depends on the
It's
kid,
like-
cause
To me,
It
like
didn't
all
bother
the
me.
dancing and stuff. Like,
yeah, like that's
Yeah.
not like
Yeah, the dancing, the 2K moves, and all that. 'Cause that's
I like
exactly
the noise
because
talking.
that's
I
yeah,
like the noise talking.
but
Like,
it's the
I'll
point
calm them
after.
down.
It's the stuff after.
Yeah, I agree with
Cause
that.
you're not,
I'll calm
cause
them
you're
down.
not fundamental anymore. You too busy. You got your back turned doing this.
I agree with that.
You don't even know
I
what
agree
team
with
doing
that.
behind you.
You're right. You're right. I just said I would rather turn him down
Yeah,
than
I
to
feel
turn
you.
him up. Because in the
Yeah,
pregame, he may be dancing around. Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yeah, cause I had a kid like that when I coached. That's why I retired coaching basketball. I don't know, coaching basketball is way more frustrating than coaching football. I retired, bro. I had a fight break out on my bench. I was like, yo, this is so But let me
Boy,
tell you,
hey,
but I had a kid. He was like
he
5.
retired from Popovich.
Tyler, you know what I'm talking about. You remember that kid
Yeah.
I coached?
Yeah, I remember.
Yeah, he was
You
tall.
ain't had no hoopers on your team.
Yeah, I didn't have. He was the only hooper, but he was so shy. I said, I'm not gonna say it now, but I said, dude, you gotta take those shots. He like, but I don't want to look like a ball hog. I said, I don't care what you look like. We need these points.
Ben telling the man the ball hog.
I said, don't throw it on. He ain't gonna catch it.
I would have said the same thing.
Put your Kobe shades on, son.
Yeah, bro, I had a whole offense predicated around him. So I was like, bro, this offense going through you.
I would have ran that Mary Catherine Mount Sailor's offense.
Oh, that's what I was running too. Man,
I
I
don't
was running
even-
pick
I don't
and
even
rolls
know.
and everything.
I remember Coach Maynard calling out different plays on the sideline. I'm like, look,
They
man,
all mean the
everybody
same
knows
thing.
like the ball going to hurt.
Yeah, the ball. You don't matter what you called it. The ball going to hurt. So
It
that's what I
don't
was telling them. I said,
It
dude,
don't
I said,
matter what you call. Everybody knows it's going to hurt.
Tyler knows too. Tyler exactly because Tyler helped me coach. Came to my practice a couple times. Dude can play 1 through 5. That's how good he was. He can play 1 through 5. I said, dude, you cannot just keep passing the ball because you are the offense. You gotta take over.
This
It
is
was
the one
hard.
thing these kids need to take from LeBron. Learn how to play an all-around game. Learn how
Yes.
to get your teammates involved, especially when you can get your own shot at any time.
He
But
could.
learn how
He
to
really
get
could.
everybody else involved.
So yeah, that's just I thought it was pretty funny when we talking about MVPs and how these different players are playing. We see third graders shooting the arrow and telling little babies they too small. That boy probably been held back a couple times. he ain't telling somebody too small. But anyway, let's get
I think the kids should have been like, shoot, pass second grade, cause
Give it right back to him.
Yep, get right back to him. So yesterday's game, I want to just point out the main ones. The Celtics beat the Warriors 121-18. The Celtics the best team in NBA.
they look like it some night.
They're looking like it.
They always look like it though. Then they come to the playoffs and
No, they look a little better than they did
It's
last
different
year.
this year, man.
Yeah.
Last year,
They look like they got something to prove this year.
last year they were struggling up to All-Star, and then like after All-Star,
but they did with injuries too. They did. I give them that. They did have some injuries.
And their coaches really focused on basketball. No pun intended.
Unlike somebody else, huh? Neil Long was with Omarion, I think.
I love me alone.
She
was
said,
out
"Don't
with
look into that."
Omarion.
Look,
She
man.
said, "Don't look into that."
She got a youngin.
Look,
Well, he's
man.
not really youngin, but compared to her.
Marion,
Man,
Alexa, play Entourage by me.
Hey,
like Matt Barnes said, man, that's going on everywhere, man. You just ain't hearing about it.
Oh my goodness.
It's just who
Yeah.
get caught, who don't get caught.
I believe.
That's what
I believe.
Stephen A said that too.
Yeah.
What's going on? They just want
The
to tell
The Suns beat the Nets 117-112. No KD. That's big. KD, man, the injury buzz are hitting them. Seems like every year
Fortunate
now.
KD's fortunate. that it just was a sprained knee and he didn't
Yes.
tear anything.
I don't know. I'm
Mhm.
a little disappointed in Brooklyn with that. I thought Kyrie was gonna turn up a little bit more than what he has because the Spurs beat them too.
He didn't play in the Spurs game.
Uh, Still, they should do the Spurs.
Yeah,
I
they ain't trying to
love
win.
my team. Come on, man. We got a team
He
full
said
of
the Spurs, they not playing for nothing,
We a
Flowers.
D
They
league.
ain't trying to win.
Like we a D league team right now. You know, we trying to get big. You know,
So everybody agreeing the Celtics is the best team in the NBA?
man,
I like Milwaukee.
I still like
Yeah.
Milwaukee.
I like.
I mean, I like the Celtics, but I like Milwaukee too, especially when they're healthy. That's the key though. Milwaukee got to be healthy.
Gotta roll with Greek Freak in the 50 piece. I like him. He's a dog.
Come on, man.
He is. All right.
How we feel
let's
about
go.
Memphis? I'm sorry.
Oh, Memphis, it all rise on Ja.
They got a good team,
Memphis,
all around team.
I like Memphis, man. I love Ja, but like they got to calm down. Like they're a
Are
little
they rubbing us the wrong way?
They're a little overconfident in terms of like, hey, man, ain't nobody in the West who can see it. You
know,
They like the older version.
like you don't want to
They
have
like
unrealistic confidence. Like you want to have you can
You
beat
can't say
any
that.
team in the West, but you don't want to have an unrealistic confidence. Like it's no team that can even like come close to competing with you. Like you just got it.
Yeah.
Like
You
even
can't say that and get smacked by the Warriors.
I think
Yeah,
it'd be
that's
hard
right.
to argue that there was like too many players more confident than Kobe. But like if you watch the documentary, Kobe doing work, he was like, when we play San Antonio, we locked in dead series. Cause like we gonna see him.
Nah, I missed that.
Solid squad. So we got
I
like
just,
so I don't Ja a little too old by saying like, cause I mean Golden State still Golden State and Steph still Steph.
He's back.
He's still
Even Draymond even came out and said he's not playing his best right now, but they feel like they still there.
bro, I think
the Grizzlies have done nothing in this league to be doing
Right.
talk like
They do a lot of talking, man.
They have done nothing in this league.
They remind me of the Phoenix Suns. They're gonna always be like they got a bunch of players on the team that's really good. Just they don't have like that superstar. Like Josh good, but he's gonna be like their Steve Nash. You know what I'm saying? And he's gonna be Phoenix was good every year with Steve Nash, but did you really think? No. It's like they were a threat in the regular season and get to the playoffs when the game slows down. Let's see. But I'm like y'all,
They're gonna have 14.
That arrogance gonna come back to bite them in the behind.
So that's what's going on. Look at some game scores real quick. The Grizzlies are beating the Lakers 49-44. It's getting close to halftime. The Pelicans lose to the Magic 123-10. 110.
They gotta get Zion back and Brandon Ingram. They gotta get them back.
The Pelicans, man, they right there. They just they gotta get healthy.
They're hurt. Yeah,
I know they're right there.
Pelicans
gotta stop putting that whole crab in the gumbo. Like
it's the bread, RC. It's the bread.
Bro, he got bro. I'm serious. That dude, I don't know who get hurt more here, him or Anthony Day. I'm sick of both of them.
They ain't eating that. What you mean? What your parents said? You gotta eat your vegetables. They like they're not eating their vegetables, huh?
You got some vegetables in that jambalaya gumbo. Put a little extra broccoli here, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Right now the Nuggets are beating the Pacers 115-91. Fourth quarter, 8 minutes to go. The Nets is beating the Jazz 100-94. 5 minutes to go. Thunder beating the Kings 66-59. It's halftime. The Hawks beat the Knicks 139-124. The Warriors beat the Cavs 120-114. The Mavericks whooped the Heat 115-90. And the Clippers down the Spurs 131-126.
There you go, there.
Keep on losing, huh?
We already getting ready for Victor, man. Sure, I mean, give me a jersey, man.
Look, yeah, don't say you got that jersey on pre-order.
Yeah, man. We ready.
So let's talk about one more thing before we get off this show. It's another basketball clip. First, let me find the quote. Okay. So the video, then I read the code.
Reese was trying to put her shoe on, blocked it. Look, she's still holding her shoe in her hand.
There were some words exchanged after this play.
And she was assessed.
So, Angela Reese was getting flack for this play that she had on this one girl, and she came out and said, "I'm too hood, I'm too ghetto, I don't fit the narrative, and I'm okay with that. I'm from Baltimore, where you hoop outside and talk trash. If I was a boy, y'all wouldn't be saying nothing at all. Let's normalize women showing passion for the game instead of it being embarrassing."
I totally agree.
I say somebody better cuff her.
That's T right. That's T right.
Hey, somebody better cuff her. That's what I say.
Right. Tyler dip.
I was at LSU. Right.
Hey, that's what Tyler here right now. That's why he had to dip out. I found my wife.
They gave her a tech for that. Oh my goodness,
bro! This guy said that's the way that game gonna have to be marketed. You gotta have the passion. You gotta have that.
Yes.
So, I mean, what you expect?
So, do y'all think that they shouldn't be getting flack for that? Her show, well, not showboating, but taunting, basically.
Nah, man. I mean,
women, I guess they saying like women don't put a taunt. They put be.
Lady,
make a sandwich. Yeah, go make me a sandwich. That's what they acting like.
I don't see nothing wrong. I thought it was a good play. That's what you do. You get hyped, you got blocked.
Great play. Right.
Great play. Great recovery. You didn't have your shoe on. I don't understand what. I want to know
if she cussed at her or something. I mean, if she said some peculiar words and got the tech, I mean, I can't argue with it. But no, I'm not gonna knock the play. No.
I probably wouldn't say nothing. She cursed at him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's.
Maybe she called her a female dog and real her.
Nah, that might be a little bit too far. If I were her, if she said that to me, I would get off that floor so fast and small.
I mean, just think about how quick the ref called the T. I'm saying something had to be said. I'm not agreeing with you know what I'm saying. I'm not agreeing. I love the action, but we don't know what was said for what the ref called the T for.
So y'all think women get a bad rap when they show aggression like that?
Nah, I don't think that. We want to see
it. So what about that sprinter from the USA team? I can't think of her name.
Shakira,
yeah.
I love it.
What about her?
I mean, the only problem I had with her was like she was talking all that noise and losing for me.
Mm-hmm.
She winning, like, man, go ahead. If you back me up, go ahead and talk. But I think after that whole marijuana thing, like, and with all the celebrity support she was getting, like, she was getting a little big headed and kind of enjoying being a celebrity instead of focusing on, well, you know, I got to get, I may not be in the Olympics this year, but let me get back to work. Because, like, her first race, like, after that whole thing, like, I think she came like 5th, 6th place after talking all that.
She got burnt in the last one. Well, the race before that
on Twitter. So, I mean, you know, I think she needs to dial it back and, you know, get back in the lab. But, I mean, she winning, man. Do your thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Tyler, if you do cuff Angel Reese and she beat you 1-on-1, she's the head of the household. You know that, right?
Cuff who?
I said cuff Angel Reese, that girl from LSU. She beat you 1-on-1. She the head of the household. Just know that.
Nah, I don't care what she nah. I don't care how many times she beat me 1-on-1.
Tell him T right. I'm raising T right and Gatwood right. Stop playing with me.
Funny right there. Nah, Tyler, you already lost 1-on-1 against a girl, so I don't know why you acting like that.
What?
I ain't gonna bust you out though.
Too late.
Let me know who.
You already know who, but we
Bruh,
talk about it. We talk about the group chat.
Tyler, every show he gonna put you out there, dog. Every
I don't know
show.
what he got beef with me or something, RC.
Big beat.
Come on, Skip. Come on, Skip. Hey, look, Tyler. Every show is like,
Hey,
Tyler. You know, you went to that man's house when he wasn't there. Like,
What?
like, dog. Where you coming up with this information
It
from?
ain't even dry snitching. He just outright with it.
Hey, Twitter files, Tyler. Twitter files.
Bro, he got a
Yeah,
secret
nah.
camera on you, bro. He got your house under surveillance.
That man, the ops.
Yeah. But anyway, I have news. We are working on a BOF Collegiate podcast. So y'all gotta stay tuned on that. We in the works of getting that together. So we branching out, man. We really are a network here. You know, we part of the Pod Squad network, so we making little strides into the sports world. So look out for a new logo
Due
and
time.
hopefully a new podcast before the season start. Just got finally.
Yeah.
I know a couple of hosts. I know I got a couple of hosts in mind. They came to me and asked to be part of it. So we building out here, guys. We building.
Awesome.
So anything else y'all want to bring up for in the pod?
I can't wait for Sunday night, man.
Oh man, I gave you bulletin board. I see.
You give me bulletin board. I just kind of understand. We all got to understand, bro. It's going to be some good football this weekend. Y'all,
Oh,
enjoy
yeah.
it.
Yes, it
You like
is.
football, and because football going to be gone. Bye. And they don't be here too much longer.
Yeah. So when NFL in, NBA gonna take over.
Yep.
And we gonna see what's gonna happen.
LeBron finna break Kareem's record. The real Laker fans finna cry.
That's a shame.
That's all he getting from this season.
That's a shame, man.
That's all he getting.
Like, how you sleep at night knowing that you just playing just for that record? Like,
Great.
Great at night.
man,
You
how
know
you
what
sleep
Bron
at night
always
with
do when he talks about this record? He always
Yeah.
emphasizes, I'm doing this and I'm not a scorer. It's past
Bro.
that guy.
He does that every time.
Hey,
If
you
I
gotta hype it up,
was
bro.
LeBron, I'll skyhook the last shot.
You got to. You know he'll do it too. You know
Man, Kareem will lose his mind. Kareem,
he'll do it.
Kareem
Don't
don't
get Kareem off his rocker.
Kareem don't like. Man, Kareem be so salty whenever he talk about LeBron, man.
I don't like.
I hope they can figure that out, man. I
As a
really
Laker
do.
fan,
I hope they don't.
As a Laker fan, I do not like Kareem. I do not like Kareem, bro. Kareem is
Yeah, I don't like
better.
Kareem either. It's
Very
something about
better.
Kareem I don't like. I feel like he be
Very
lying. He be lying sometimes, bro.
I mean, I feel like Kareem like a salty, angry old man.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
He acting like it.
Bro, he didn't embrace Shaq. He didn't embrace Shaq. He didn't embrace Kobe. He didn't embrace nobody. Like nothing was ever good enough for him. So
Wasn't he on the Clippers coaching staff at one time when Shaq was on the Lakers?
yeah. He told Shaq you won't get.
Oh, the birthday. Oh, yeah, we had 60 on his birthday.
He had 60.
Shaq when he got 60 on him.
All done.
Kareem salty because like nobody put him in that GOAT conversation.
Yeah, he is a GOAT though. He is a GOAT.
He is.
He is, but
We
might
can't
be
take
go.
nobody put him with Mike and LeBron. Like everybody talking about Mike and LeBron, but nobody really. I mean, people mention him.
only because of time.
They don't really argue about him like they do Mike.
But they argue more for Bill Russell.
Well,
Bigs don't get no love anyway in the all time.
Well, okay, 20 years from here, will they be talking about Mike? We gotta be real here.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, they will. Michael Jordan is probably going to be. It's kind of crazy, bro. When you think about it, we still talking about Wilt Chamberlain's 100 points.
Yeah.
So it's like some things are just like we're still talking about Joe Montana. He ain't played in years.
Some things are just forged in stone.
Barry Sanders is going to be talked about forever. So it's like with Michael Jordan,
Tom Brady.
I think the reason why is because you can go actually look at it and you ain't seen it since. You have not seen that style of play again. It's no guy's just taking a game like that and just that impact.
Yeah, like I said, we still talking about Kobe. We still talking about Magic. We still talking about Magic, and
that wasn't that long ago.
I think we might have solved Kareem's problem then because he doesn't feel appreciated.
That's what it is. Yeah, he don't get the love he deserves. And then you know what's sad, y'all? He's gonna get it when he passes.
Yep.
We're gonna learn stuff about Kareem we didn't know. So as an activist and all that, I know him. I know who he is. But of the world ain't did that research on Kareem. That's what he want. He want to be praised.
That's what it is, guys. All right. It's time to close it out. We'll be back Monday with a new episode and hopefully with a Cowboys win. So stay tuned.
Ben want to clip them clips, boy. He want to clip them.
Stay tuned. Same channel, same time.
Keep that same energy.
Oh, we are. So you know. All right, guys.
Peace and love.
We out of here.
And world.
Bang bang.